it's Rhonda from Rhonda's Creative Corner, and I'm so happy to be back in front of the camera. The store is up and running, and our online store is even up and running also. And you can go to it to get your supplies for your wreaths at www.rhondascreativecorener.com. Today I'm going to be making a pom-pom wreath. I know you're probably thinking, what is a pom-pom wreath? Well, when somebody asked me to make it, I thought the same thing. But I have to tell you that I loved making it, and I had to do a tutorial. I'm going to tell you a little bit about a pom-pom. What a pom-pom is, we used to make these in high school when we were cheerleaders. Me and the lady who asked me, her name is Hillary, she asked me to make one for her daughter's birthday. So a pom-pom is this, and we used to make these to put on our shoes when we were cheerleaders. So this is what we're going to be making today. I'm going to tell you the supplies now. You will need a styrofoam green. You can either get it in green or white. You can get 4 to 5 to 6, however many pom-poms, different color pom-poms you want. That's how much yarn you get. So you can get from 4, probably up to maybe 6. But I got 5, and these are the colors that I will be using. I'll be using this mustard yellow, this beautiful orange, this moss green, this kind of ocean sea green, and then this turquoise. You will also be needing your glue gun, a pair of scissors, and something that you're able to wrap it around. This I actually got from Hobby Lobby, and it was in the wood section, and it came in a pack of maybe 10. And I found this easier to use, but you also can cut a piece of cardboard, and I'm going to measure it and let you know how long mine is. Mine is right at 5 inches. So you can do 4 inches if you want smaller pom-poms, or however many. If you want smaller ones, you can go down to probably 3, and then go up to maybe 6 if you wanted to make them larger. If you're making them larger, you have to go around this more times than you would if you were making it smaller. But I'm making mine 5 inches. And that's our supplies. Let's get started. Alright, before we get started on doing the actual project, I wanted to show you the difference between the yarns. This yarn here I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and this yarn I got from Walmart. This yarn is a lot thinner, excuse me, and this is much thicker. So I prefer the thicker yarn to the thinner yarn. And let me show you the difference in the pom-poms. So as you can see, this is the thinner one that I got from Hobby Lobby, which Hobby Lobby also has the thicker yarn if you want to get it from there. Walmart seems to be a little bit cheaper than Hobby Lobby. And then this is the one from the thicker yarn. So I prefer the thicker yarn. There is a way to make them a lot more fluffier, and I will show you that in just a second. Alright, so let's get started on the project. So you're going to take your yarn, and I have to say, the first time that I did this, I pulled from the middle, and I learned the hard way, it gets tangled really, really easy. So I say just the part that's ready to be used on the outside, use the outside string on the yarn. So you're going to take this, and you're going to place it here. Now, I did not use this greening pin, but this is one of the things that you can use if you wanted to make it easier for you. But I chose not to use it. So you're going to take your yarn, and you just hold it here, and you're just going to take it around. Now what you're going to do is just make sure that that's on top of there, and do it maybe 2 times where it's on top of the beginning string, like that. And then it's tight. See, I'm pulling on it and it's not going anywhere. And then you can start wrapping. And so what I do, what I thought was easier, is I'll get it and I'll wrap this around 5 times before my yarn is coming apart. It's getting too long. And this is going to be the 5th one. And you can do it as many times as you want. And if you want to do it once, you can. So what I do is I take it and I push it up, and then I pull tight. Make sure that it's close to each other. and then I twist this to make sure that it's tight. So all you're doing is taking this and you're just turning the yarn towards you to make sure that it is actually tight. And I'll do it again. I'll do it 5 times. I think that was 6, but that's okay. And so you take it, push it in, make sure it's pretty close. You pull on it, and then you just twist towards you. And make sure that it's pulled tight. Okay? I'll demonstrate it one more time for you. And I have to say that this does take a pretty good while, but the outcome is so worth it. Another thing that you can do, if you have some ribbon that is not wired, you can wrap ribbon around here too. But I love the yarn look. I didn't want to put ribbon on it, but that's easier if you go ahead and wrap the ribbon around it. Alright, so I wrapped it around, I think 6 times. I push it inside. I pull and make it tight. And then still hold it onto this, just twist, and you're just pulling as you're twisting. And this makes it tight and make sure that it's together. And I'm just a stickler for this. I don't like any bumps or anything showing to where it's any inconsistencies in how the yarn is actually laying on here. Alright, so we're going to get started on the pom-poms now. And I'll show you again, this is the completed wreath with all of the yarn on it. And so what I did at the end is I cut it once I was done. I opened this up, and the end piece, I just laid some glue on the green, and I just laid it there. And you're going to use this. If you get glue on this, it's fine because the pom-poms are going to go on top. But that's how I ended the yarn on this part. Alright, so I've already made some pom-poms. I've done the orange, and I have done the mustard yellow. So I'm going to put those to the side. And I found this easier if you put the yarn on the ground. It rolls better and you can get it done a lot faster, okay? So you're going to take your piece of wood or your piece of cardboard, whatever you're using, and you hold it here. And then you just start wrapping. I like my pom-poms fluffy. So, I do this 150 times for each pom-pom. I did another one on yesterday, and I did it 100 times, and it came out good too. But this one, I wanted it to be a little bit more fluffy. So, I'm going to do it 150 times. Your little workout. Alright. So you're going to take your yarn, and then you just cut it right here at the bottom. Alright, I'm going to place this here. We're going to get the yarn. We're going to measure 20. And I'm going to cut this piece. you're going to take what you have wrapped here. I did trying to pull this off, and it's a lot harder than you would think. So I got my scissors, and make sure you have some really good sharp scissors. I just place it underneath and I cut it. Just take this out. Alright, so you just kind of see if they're even. Try to make them as even as possible, like that. And then you're going to have this ribbon laid out, and you just place this ribbon. Just make sure that it's in the middle for the most part, okay? And then you're going to take the ribbon, the string, and then you tie it. Now you need to pull this as tight as possible. I turn it over, and I wrap it around again. And tie it really, really tight. And this side, I'll make a knot. I make this 20 inches so that I'm able to hold it, and I know which ones are the ones that I use to hold it. Once you place it on there, you're able to cut these off, okay? So this side is undone, and so I just take my scissors, I pull up, and I just cut. And just go through and just make sure that all of them are cut. And then I'll take this, and you see how it's kind of uneven? I had too many on this side. Oh, I'm sorry. How it's uneven right there? And I just take my scissors, and I just make it into kind of a ball. I'm sorry, I keep getting out of the camera. So, there's your pom-pom. So, I have a little secret that you can use. So, if you don't want it this straight, this just takes a little bit more time. You can just get it, and you can kind of just scrunch it up to get some of those fibers loose to make it tighter. You have to do this quite a bit, you know, to get it a little bit more fluffy. But if you have some kids, or if your kids are doing this with you, you know, y'all can fluff all of the little pom-poms to get it a little bit fluffier. And so there's the pom-pom. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate one more, and I'll use the same color, the green. And you're going to be making 3 of each color if you have 5 pieces of yarn, okay? So you need 15 pom-poms. So you take it, and you just start wrapping. 150. So you can see, you just take it and you cut it right there. You lay it to the side. You get your yarn. You measure 20. Put your 20. And then you take this, try to get in the camera. You just place your scissors underneath and you start cutting. And like I said, you need some extra sharp scissors for this, okay? Alright, got that done. So we'll take our piece of wood out, lay it to the side. I'm going to do a different angle this time. So you'll lay your string out. You'll place this down. Try to get your string in the middle. You'll bring your string up. Tie a knot. Well, not a knot. You just tie it. Tie it tight. Flip it over, bring it around again, tie it really, really tight, and this is where you tie your knot. You don't want your little pieces of yarn to fall out, so you try to get it as tight as possible. Alright, so as you can see, this side is undone. You'll take this, put your scissors here, and just cut. Alright. Again, if you can see this, you see how this part is long? I just go in and I cut it off. Try to make it even. And like I said, if you want them fluffier, the more you maneuver them and mess them up, just rub all the fibers together in the yarn, the fluffier they'll get. Alright, so I'm going to get all my poofs made and I'll be back. Alright, so y'all know how I do. I want to demonstrate one more time to make sure that y'all get it. So you take it, you have 150 wraps of the yarn around whatever you choose, either a piece of wood or cardboard. You're going to take your scissors, place it underneath, and you're going to cut it. Alright. Take your piece of cardboard or wood out. You make sure that it's even. You place it down. Try to get it placed in the middle. And if you mess up and don't get it in the middle, you can just always cut it. So you'll take it and you tie it. You pull it tight. You'll turn it over. You'll tie it again. And just please pull it as tight as you can. The tighter, the better. And then you tie your knot. There we go. And take your scissors. And just cut everything. See how it is now? And so it's a little too long on the sides. Sorry, I'm not with the camera. It's a little too long, so you just take it and you cut it. Just give it a little haircut. And there you have it. So your space. And then you'll get your finished wrapped styrofoam. So I just take the longest ones because I know that's the bottom one. If you get your longest pieces, just take that, and I know that that will be my bottom. Alright, I just get the glue gun, and remember, I can show you, let me get a close picture. Remember I said that you'll hot glue it? So this is where mine ended. I just open this up, I place the ending piece of yarn here over the hot glue. I put hot glue under it, and then I just place it down, and then you can cut the ends. So I'm going to be putting it, all of the pom-poms on top of here. I say you just put a good amount of glue. The more glue, the better. And then you take your pom-pom and you just turn it over. And then you hold it there. Hold it for maybe about 20 seconds. Give it enough time to dry. Alright, and so you know you'll have your long ones, and then you just take those and you snip them off. So that's how it looks, and it's stuck on there. Alright. Same thing. So what I do is I just kind of move this part of the pom-pom up a little bit. This is stuck down, and that's okay, but you want to try to get them a little close as possible, okay? Again, you just put the glue. And you don't have to put it right on top of it because it's going to come down. But you know, make sure that they're close. Alright. And then you hold down again. Said, I'm not going to hold mine down for 20 seconds so the video won't be that long, but you get the picture. And if you see some that are too long, just go in and cut them out. Long strings on here, and you're going to just turn it upside down. what's so fun about this is you can pick whatever colors you want and make it your own. You don't have to get the colors that I use. Just use your imagination. Make it happen. And this will be the last one that I demonstrate. As you can see, look how cute. I just love it. I'd say just try to keep the glue up here on the top. If you want some at the bottom, that's fine. To know, that it'll stick even better. The more glue, the better. And you just take this and turn it upside down. And then you hold. Alright, so I'm going to get them finished and get them all put on, and I'll be back. Alright, so here's the finished product. I wanted to take a little time to show you how I clean mine up. As you can see, you have little scragglies hanging down here. Well, I like for it to look even. So all I do is just take my scissors and I just cut it and make it even. And even if you have to pick it up, or even like this, just get it and make it even. So as you can see, this right here looks a whole lot better than, you see how this is hanging down? Let's see how that's hanging down. And so you just go in and you cut it even. Alright, so I wanted to show you how you're able to put a tie for it to hang on the door. You can either use yarn or you can use ribbon. The one that I actually sold, I used ribbon, but I'm going to show you with yarn with this one. So you'll take the yarn, and whatever ribbon you use, you want to get close to one of these colors so that it'll kind of blend in. So the yarn matches this one, so I'm going to put it in between this one. So you just take the yarn and put it through. And try to clear as much as the other yarn or the pom-pom out of the way. And you take it like this, you bring it up, and then you just do a little tie like that. Alright, so you can see that. And then you're going to tie an actual knot. If I can get it to tie. So I have my knot tied. And so you're just going to take the string, and depending on how low you want it to go, I don't want mine to really show that much, so I'm going to bring mine down. So I'm going to bring it to about right here. Just make sure that it's large enough to fit over a wreath holder or wreath hanger. And so you do it like that. And if you use ribbon, you can make a nice bow on top, whatever you want to do. And then you tie it tight. And so here, as you can see, you'll have where you're able to hang it on the door. And then you can just cut right there. And then you have a little hanger where you can hang it on the door. With the one that I sent to my friend in Maryland, I actually put her daughter's name across, and what I did is I got little pieces of felt and I cut them into triangles, and then I placed them on a ribbon and I put her name with bling letters. I'll put it on the top, and I'll show a picture in the video of her actual wreath with the letters hanging across. Alright, so here's the finished product. Alright guys, so here's my finished pom-pom wreath. If you get a chance to make one, please take pictures and send it to my email at Rhondascreativecorener@gmail.com. I would love to see it. Alright, before I go, I want to do a few shout outs. I want to do a shout out to my cheerleader buddy, Hillary, who gave me the inspiration to make this wreath for the first time for her daughter's birthday. And also, I want to shout out my friend, Damon Oates. Damon Oates has a wonderful inner circle group on Facebook. If you want to learn more about building your business, please go to Facebook, put in the search bar, Damon's Inner Circle, and you will learn so much from him. I know I am. Alright guys, please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And while you're at it, don't forget to push that post notification. Just push that little bell. Alright guys, bye-bye.